Hi guys, it's almost Easter and today I wanted to share with you my gorgeous little Easter bunny cake. Everyone's seen those really popular unicorn cakes and today I decided I'd like to make a similar one for my Easter cake. So let's get started. First things first, we need very tall ears for this bunny, so they need to be done ahead of time. I used Gumpaste for my ears because I didn't want to chance a thick, tall piece of fondant to dry in the time I needed. And even if I added Tylose, which is what I normally do, I didn't have the confidence it was going to be dry quick enough. So the easiest way I found to make these was to start with the inner pink part of the ear. Then I simply placed them onto some white gum paste and cut around them. Guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome and thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as I create all sorts of amazing cakes each week and I'd love for you to join along with me. Now I don't like the sharp square edges on these ears, so I used my fingers to smooth and round them out. This worked really well and gave it a kind of curvy look to the ears, which made them look even cuter. To make sure they turn out nice and sturdy, I used some thick wooden skewers and carefully inserted them almost to the top of the ears. However, for one I left it about an inch from the top so that I could create a little flop in the ear at the top. I supported this with some makeup sponges and left it to harden overnight. Now moving on to the cake, I just baked some vanilla cakes, which I added a nice pink to, and I stacked and filled the cake with buttercream, and because my cakes were already chilled and firm, I decided to go ahead and do my crumb coat and final coat in the one step. Using one of these nice tall scrapers, I smoothed out the buttercream on the sides of the cake, and then an offset spatula worked just fine for the top. Now to cover the cake, and I used white fondant, just rolling it out and draping it over the cake, working gently to open up the pleats and smooth it all out. I always like to use my smoother to create a nice airtight seal at the bottom before trimming away all of the excess. Now I'm not a fan of round edges on cakes, so I went to work and sharpened them up. I used my smoother and a piece of plastic acetate. And all I'm doing here is using a light pressure to massage the fondant on the top and the side together right at the corner to make a crisp edge. Nothing beats a sharp edge. Onto this little bunny's features, and I rolled out 2 white balls of fondant which I flattened before trimming the edge off both of them so that her little pink nose would fit nicely into the gap. I then shaped 2 strips of fondant into these iconic eye shapes before sticking them all onto the cake using a little water. For the little feet, I pretty much started off with a rounded ball of fondant, flattened it out and tapered it towards the bottom before making 2 cuts for the toes, and then I simply cut some tiny pink circles to add for the pads of her feet. Once the feet were stuck into place, I grabbed the ears, which were really nice and hard now, and inserted them into the cake. I wanted this little bunny to be an elegant one, so I used some edible gold dust mixed with some rose spirits to paint her beautiful eyes. It totally transformed the cake, and to match her pretty eyes I cut 6 short pieces of flower wire and once again painted them in gold and inserted them into her cheeks. To top off this cake, I created a pretty little bow by simply cutting a length of white gum paste, and I stuck some pink polka dots onto it. I went over it with a roller to blend the fondant together. I pinched the center of the strip and then pinched together one end and folded it into the middle, followed by the other end, and I made a center of the bow with some pink fondant. Once it was all stuck into place, I used some rolled up baking paper to help the bow keep its shape while I painted some of the pink dots with the gold colour. Once it was dry, I popped it off to one side on my little bunny cake. I love how simple yet elegant this Easter bunny cake turned out, and it's definitely going to be the perfect addition to my Easter table. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this little Easter bunny come to life. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. I hope you tune in next time, and thanks for watching.